all the same people that are in these polite social circles with you they're feeling vindicated and saying the most evil rest in piss. I saw this lady who was a NASDAQ lady. She worked at NASDAQ, and she was at a conference, and she's like, we're pausing the conference to say Kirk, like this well-dressed lady with a very high-profile job, and then it said rest in piss. Like, oh my God, like, what is that?
This morning, I was listening to I Do It So You Don't Have to, NPR's Up First morning podcast. I always like to hear what the left is saying. I know it's painful, but I do it out of love for the audience, not because it's important or objective. And they were getting into the Kimmel controversy, which we're going to turn to now. And they needed to tee up, as any good report will do, how this got started. Why are we talking about Jimmy Kimmel? What was his alleged offense on the airwaves that caused him to be pulled off the air for a week? And here was their summary. I know this audience knows, but just to be clear, he was thrown off the air for a week.
Jimmy Kimmel Live will be back on the air tonight, nearly a week after the late night show was pulled off the air.
During his monologue last week, Kimmel made fun of Trump's reaction to the MAGA of using his death to score political points.
Made fun of Trump and accused MAGA of using his death to score political points. Zero about what Kimmel actually said, Mark, and that is by design. It is a willful misleading of the audience, and they elide the most difficult points of what they're dealing with over there on the leftist team because they're trying to run cover for one of their own.
Yes, I believe you've seen the apology. Jimmy was in tears. But there is something more concerning about this video. It's going to be difficult, as seen by most comment, for people to take him seriously. I wonder his liberal audience feels about this. He obviously was shaken by the threat of losing his job, maybe more than regretting what he said, or he would not have been offered this. I would say let's see if the tones down on the weeks to come, and if he does, will he lose some of his liberal audience? That is a question that has puzzled through the minds of a lot of people.
And I don't know if you saw this on Sunday. Erica forgave the man who shot her husband. She forgave him. That is an example we should follow. If you believe in the teachings of Jesus as I do, there it was. That's it. A selfless act of grace, forgiveness from a grieving widow. It touched me deeply. And I hope
Kimmel has this sort of yourself style. Well, because it's kind of ironically, he celebrated in his monologue when Tucker Carlson got fired. It's kind of a problem. Yeah. And it's also kind of a problem that he, in his monologue, talked about how it was the right thing to fire Roseanne.
Yeah, I remember that.
A little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
So Sinclair, notwithstanding the fact that Disney said, we're bringing him back. Disney held the line for 5 episodes and then said, oh, wait, we got a nasty letter from Jimmy Kimmel supporting celebrities. Okay, we're out. He's back on. So Sinclair said, no, we're not airing him. And then this morning, just as we came to air, Nexstar 2 said, us either. We're not airing him either. So now you've got some 1/3 of the ABC affiliates out there airing something else. I think it's going to be alternate news programming is the option right now. And that's interesting because now we're in the same position we were in yesterday and the day before, Mark. Those are the two station groups, station owners who said, we're not airing Kimmel. So where are we today, in your view, just in terms of this fight?
Well, once upon a time, the relationship between the networks and the station groups were even more intense, and the networks were even more dependent on the stations. They can put it on Hulu, they could put it on YouTube, so they can distribute more easily in the digital age than without the stations. But make no mistake, they're still very dependent on those affiliate relationships. And these two big station owners have the right, and I'm sure they think the responsibility to not bring Kimmel back. I suspect Disney will try to change their minds, or perhaps this will be the spur to cancel a show that I don't know if it makes money or not, but it's not as popular as it once was. This is how the market should work. right? Disney can do what it wants, and these station owners can do what they want. And in the end, and almost certainly, the consumers will decide. But as you pointed out, liberals are really up in arms about this.
Yes, when you take a look at this, Rosen issued a brutal message to Jimmy as he finally get his show back on the air tonight. Should he apologize? Is there anything he can do to make you happy? Jimmy is someone that is actually adamant. He made his decision not to apologize. Watching the whole segment, what I realized, he is struggling to apologize at the same time struggling to appeal to his liberal audience. That is not how this works. You made a mistake, acknowledge it, do the right thing. It's very simple. Everybody make mistakes. But from what I observed, there was actually no apology. Yeah. Though at the end of the show, he was feeling emotional about Erica forgiving.
Do you think there's anything Jimmy could do tonight? Should he apologize? Like, is there anything he could do, you think, that could, make you happy, make people sort of forgive him?
Well, I think he'll cheer himself on, and his fans, all, 2,000 of them, they'll feel heartened and, like they won another battle against Trump and the people of the United States. So it'll be a big celebration. Oh, he's back, and he'll double down. That's what they do. They'll see it as a victory.
What would you say to Jimmy Kimmel if he happens to hear this?
Well, he won't ever hear it because they live in a bubble where all alternate views or any truth is kept from them. I'm a troll. And, I love to troll. And so I trolled on Jimmy. I go, gee, Jimmy, if you would have defended me, maybe this wouldn't have happened to you.
Yes, Trump sent this out. I can't believe ABC fake news gave Jimmy his job back. The White House was told by ABC that his show was canceled. Something happened between then and now because his audience is gone and his talent was never there. Why would they want someone back who does so poorly, who is not funny, and who put the network in jeopardy by playing 99% positive Democrat garbage? He is yet another arm of the DNC, and to the best of my knowledge, that would be a major illegal campaign contribution. I think we are going to test ABC out on this. Let's see how we do it. Last time I went after them, they gave me $16 million. This one sounds even more lucrative. A true bunch of losers. Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings. That is Trump. A lot of people are taking this as offense, like Trump is threatening him. That is what I saw on social media. Thank you guys for always being the sharing on my videos. God bless you abundantly.
With all due respect to former President Obama,
is blatant censorship.
Because he says he has a team of fact checkers.
The FCC.
I want them to stop fooling around with my right to say what I feel.
Americans, it's a part of who we are.
Because that is really something that didn't happen before.
Did anybody else watch The View? Because I think there's some drama, or at the very least, some tea and ready for Joy, Sunny, Anna, and Whoopi to give their perspectives on what happened to Jimmy. And guess what? They said nothing.
I'm going to say one.
Look, there are certain rules of free speech that we must all abide by. But in case anyone needs a refresher, we're going to go over the rules again.
He does not have a right to have a television show where he lies his ass off to the American people.
well, there are repercussions to spreading lies.
Somebody to get up there, not give a speech about.
And I used to. No, it's not up to Brendan Carr. It is not.